Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the midweek analysis. Before I jump into it, as always, let me give a quick disclaimer. This is not financial advice. Anything that I share during this analysis is for educational purposes only. I repeat, this is not financial advice. Any and everything that I share during this analysis is for educational purposes only. Cool beans? Cool beans. So, with that being said, let's jump right into it. So, looking back over the beginning of the week technical analysis, I told you guys that I wanted to see price close below this daily volume imbalance. Go back and watch the tape from the beginning of the week analysis. Um, I told you guys that I wanted to see price possibly reach up into that um daily fair value gap. I'm sorry, daily volume imbalance, but ultimately I wanted it to close below it, right? And continue to push down. And I told you I wanted to see us pushing down um towards the middle of the week. Why? So we started pushing down yesterday, we pushed down today as well. So we're falling right in line with the analysis, and I would like to see us continue lower to close out the week. And ultimately, I told you guys, that my long-term target is this monthly sell side liquidity that we had from last month, December, right? But um, first, I want to see price efficiently price through this imbalance, close below these weekly PD arrays, right? Come back up, find support, and continue lower, right? I got my eyes on this liquidity void that we see here, where we see the chart is free of any price action through this area, right? So that's what I'm looking for price to be drawing to, right? And if we break and close below there aggressively, of course, that will give us the confirmation to see price continue low. Cool beans? Cool beans. So, with that being said, let's move on to currencies. Looking at Euro USD, I told you guys in the beginning of the week or pre-week analysis that I wanted to see us continue to the high. I mean, continue to the upside. I also told you guys that last week, right? I told you last week that I wanted to see price ultimately run this monthly sell side liquidity and push higher, right? Cool beans. So I had this drawn out for you guys that I wanted to see us come lower, come back up, use this as a resistance, continue lower. We didn't get all the way back up in there, but we know that price action isn't cookie cutter perfect. It's not going to play out to the T. These drawings is just um an example in kind of just like a guide, right, on where I expect price to go. So we did get the pullback up into this leg down, right, and then we came lower, right, and now we see price continuing higher after we ran through that monthly sell side liquidity, right? Once we got back above it, we priced back down to it, right? Specifically to this little area that I have drawn out right here, this blue shaded area. And as of right now, Euro USD is up 100 pips off of the level, right? Cool beans, cool beans. I expect to see us continue higher throughout the rest of the week. Same thing for GBP USD. Um, as of right now, we are about 80 pips up off of the level that we wanted to see it buy off of. Cool beans? Cool beans. In NZD/USD, same thing. Um, Either one of these levels were our level to buy off of, whether you wanted to use the monthly sell side liquidity. Once we ran it right here, taking out this sell side liquidity, right? Um, or if you wanted to use the sell side liquidity after we got back above it, right? And price came back down to retest it here and here, right? And either way, we're up over 100 pips off of either of those levels um, to where price is currently at. Cool beans, cool beans, and I do expect NZD/USD to continue higher. Remember that my overall target for NZD/USD was monthly buy side liquidity. Same thing as with pound. Same thing as with Euro/USD. Cool beans, cool beans. And looking at futures, um, we did see price sell off in the beginning of the week, right? I wanted to see EU pull down into Wednesday's discount or raise. I deleted the levels, but you can go back and look at previous videos from earlier this week to see the levels that I had. The discount level of Wednesday's price range, right? Daily candle. We came down into the Tuesday, right? In price, um, we went a little bit below, a little bit lower, right? And then today with FOMC, we see price give us this very aggressive bullish candle to the upside today, right? And when we opened up for Asian markets tonight, we see prices continuing bullish, pushed us right up to Friday's premium PD array levels, right? So now that we're back up into Friday's PD array levels, I want to see if we push through them aggressively and close a bubble, or if price starts to sell off from those levels. If we start to sell off from those levels, I want to see us come back down into today's discount PD arrays and continue higher. Or if we push through them and close through them, I want to see us go ahead and run that daily buy side liquidity and continue to push higher. Cool beans, cool beans. If we break back below the discount PD arrays of today's price range, then I expect us to continue lower to run weekly sell side liquidity and possibly this daily swing low here. Cool beans, cool beans. And we basically looking at the same thing for NZD/USD. Notice that on NZD/US, I'm sorry, NQ, my bad. E-mini NASDAQ futures. Um, Notice that on NQ we did run our weekly sell side liquidity. If you go back and look at ES, right, we did not run the weekly sell side liquidity. So that's why I'm interested to see if we break and close above Friday's premium PD array levels, or if we sell back down below today's PD array level, right? Because we did not run the weekly sell side liquidity on ES, whereas we did on NQ, right? So that means that we're either going to keep pushing higher hard, and ES is going to leave its weekly sell side liquidity unchecked, right? Or it means that we're going to respect this daily PD array levels from last Friday and continue lower, right? But like I said, I would need to see price break back below today's discount PD arrays, right? To consider that. Cool beans? Cool beans. So we're looking at NQ. Yeah, I like to see us go ahead and run Tuesdays daily buy side liquidity and run up into Friday's PD array levels that ES has already retested. Cool beans, cool beans, and basically the same thing. I want to see if we sell back below. Um, I want to see if we once we do get up to the premium PD arrays, I want to see how price reacts to it, whether we push through it aggressively and close above, or whether we respect it and start to sell off. And the same scenario stands for NQ. If we do sell off, I want to see us try to break back below this um structure that I have here, right? If we come down to the hour time frame, right? I want to see this is this hourly fair value gap, right, that I got marked. So if we run up into those daily PD array levels, right, I want to see us find some resistance there and push back below this daily buy side liquidity, this hourly fair value gap structure, right? And come back down and retest here, right? And if we're going to continue lower, we should see price just disrespect these, then swing back up to retest them, find support, and continue lower, right? However, if we push through these levels aggressively and close above these PD array levels, then I want to see us close the week reaching for that buy side liquidity, right? Cool beans, cool beans. So that will pretty much conclude the midweek analysis. Corman's not going to be with us tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. As always, I appreciate you guys coming out tonight, tuning in, getting this knowledge and empowering yourselves. If these reviews are adding any value to your lives whatsoever, please feel free to like, share, and most of all, subscribe on YouTube. It really helps out a lot. If you're interested in joining the private Telegram group, visit precisionpipsllc.com and sign up for the silver package. So with that being said, let your family and friends know you love them while they still here, please. And as always, peace and love, everybody. You know